Hi guys, it is Justin Church and I am back again tonight to make another video. So today's video is going to be my Ace Frehley collection. I don't have like a huge Ace collection, but I've got enough stuff here to show. So we're going to do a quick video. The reason I'm doing this specifically right now, tonight, is because it is Ace Frehley's birthday. So with that being said, we're going to get into it. So first off, I'm going to show the records right here. So first, he's going to obviously start off with his debut album from 1978, Ace Frehley. This is an original copy from September of 78. I got this at a flea market about 9-10 years ago. This is the only vintage copy I have. Not complete. In fact, it's so incomplete, it doesn't even have the Kiss inner sleeve. It just has this really worn out plain white inner sleeve. No poster, no order form. Got the record though. Record's not too bad. Like I said, this is the only vintage vinyl copy of this album I own. I just never have found another one to, get complete with the inner sleeve and the poster and the order form. So yeah, that's the vintage, assuming first pressing from September of 78. Then I just have a 2014 reissue. Poster from this copy is hanging up on my wall, so you will not see that. I might show it at the end, not sure, but this one does obviously have the reproduction inner sleeve. There's the vinyl. This is 180 gram vinyl. Then I have the 45 for New York Groove, backed with Snowblind. I guess just pull the record out. All right. Next, we jump to 2019. We've got the Record Store Day exclusive for Spaceman picture disc. The only copy of this I own. And again, this comes with a poster, but it is hanging up on my wall. There's the inside with Ace's guitar. Here's the record. Got this year's back. Yeah. So there's that. Then we go to 2022. Record Store Day picture disc exclusive of Origins Volume 2. It has this insert here. It has a blurb. I don't really want to pull this thing out. It's kind of a pain. And then here is the record itself. Again, it's like Spaceman. This is the only copy of this album that I own at the moment. So Next, we jump to cassette tapes. I got 3 cassette tapes. First one, 1978 solo album. This is a polygram reprint from the mid-80s. Well, the case is a little fucked up here. I'll just take the tape out. Apparently, it didn't even want to come out. I don't have this album on 8-track, so I think this is the only Ace solo album that was put out on 8-track. I don't own the 8-track for it, though. Not yet. I'll get one eventually. Wow, why am I having issues? There we go. Yeah, I'll put that back together after. I have 2 copies of Frehley's Comet first album. Slight difference. I think the main difference is different catalog number on the spine, and then this one here has SR on the tape itself. I've never even played this copy, to be honest with you. I played this copy, but I've never played this one. I don't know if one is like a record club copy. I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh yeah, this one right here is a Columbia House. It says manufactured by Columbia House, made in USA. And then I don't think this one said that. Might check one more time. MFG by Atlantic Recording. No, so this one must be the retail copy, and then this other one is a Columbia copy. I never knew that, but now I do. Alright, that's it for the cassettes. I just have these 3. Now we're going to move on to my little stack of CDs. So, of course, the old school copy of Ace's solo album on CD, 1978. Well, 1978 solo album, but this is like, again, a polygram copy from the late 80s. There's the disc. Then I have this 97 remaster. This was the first copy of this album I ever owned. This is my childhood copy. I've had this since I was about 8. When I did my review on this album on my channel years back, I did show this copy, and this is the one that I threw across the room because at that point I hated the album. I don't hate this album anymore because a couple songs have grown on me, which has gone from me hating it to liking it decently. It's still my least favorite of the 4 Kiss solo albums, but it's not, I don't hate it anymore. And then it opens up. Maybe I'll just show this poster instead of getting up after and showing the one on the wall from the 2014, because it is the same thing. Then I have to make an edit, and it's not a huge deal, but I just don't really feel like doing it right now. Then I have Space Invader. This was actually the first non-78 Kiss solo album of Ace's that I ever heard, owned. And I like this one a lot more than his 78 solo album. This one might be possibly my favorite. Has this cool Ace guitar pick. I got this at Walmart back in like 2015. There's the disc. And this picture of Ace inside. Then I have Origins Volume 1. There's the disc. And then it came with this booklet inside. They just may actually open up to a poster. Yes, it does. I haven't looked at it in a while, but does have this poster. And then it's just got all this on the back. I think it's just a blurb. Yeah, it just tells you who each song is written by. This is the one where Paul Stanley comes and does a cover of Fire and Water, that song on the album. Then Ace also does some Kiss songs like Parasite and Rock and Roll Hell. Yeah, this is another one of his best. I like this one. I like much better than Origins Volume 2. Origins Volume 2 I wasn't a huge fan of. And last but not least, the newest 10,000 Volts from last year. So I have the hype sticker on the jewel case. I've actually only heard this album once. Of course, I've heard the title track plenty of times, but the actual album in its entirety, I've only heard it once. And then Ace and his girlfriend, I forgot what her name was, but broke up shortly after this album was released, which is funny because I think it was Constantly Cute was written about her, and then they break up a month or two after this album was released. So strange. Oh well, that's it for my Ace Frehley collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And happy birthday, Ace. I hope it was a rockin' one. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.